Hello everyone, my name is Karen and welcome to my channel. As you can tell from the title of this video, this is my introductory video to my wellness and weight loss journey following a ketogenic diet. I have basically been overweight and struggled with my weight my entire life, literally from the time I was in elementary school, so probably like 9, 10 years old. I knew I was chubbier than the other girls and stayed that way throughout elementary school. And then in junior high, when I discovered boys, I also discovered dieting. And throughout my life, I have tried pretty much any diet you can name, and probably some that you can't. Some healthy and some unhealthy ways of trying to deal with my weight and to lose the weight. Um, I did have, some moderate success here and there on different programs, but overall, I've probably been somewhere between 20 to 50 pounds overweight, again, most of my life. So right now, I'm 52 years old, and I decided a couple of years ago when I turned 50 that I wanted to try and find a permanent solution to actually lose the weight and keep it off. And the only thing that had worked really more successfully for me in the past than anything else was low carb eating. So I would combine that with lots of cardio workouts, being, say, mostly 6 days a week for 45 minutes to an hour of walking and jogging. And that combined with low carb eating, like I said, this is where I found the most success. But I didn't find a sustainable way to live because I also believed what the media told us about needing to eat low fat. So, low carb, low fat basically means a high protein diet. So, again, I would stick with that for 3, 4, 5 months and be able to lose the extra weight, but slowly over time, as either I cut back on some of the working out or started incorporating carbs back into my diet, then the pounds would start coming back on. So, again, I find myself now at 52 years old, and I'm about what I believe is about 40 pounds overweight. I'm 5'7". I currently weigh 188 pounds, so getting back down around 148 would be is my goal. So I started researching, like I said, a couple of years ago when I turned 50. I started researching different methods for losing weight and came across the ketogenic diet and followed, did some reading on the internet, found a lot of videos out on YouTube, which is another reason I want to share my story here. But there's a lot of information. I'm not going to go into the discussion of what the ketogenic diet is, other than it is a low carb, moderate protein, high fat protocol. But please, if you don't know anything about it, I encourage you to look for information on YouTube. Some of my favorites are Dr. Eric Westman's videos. Dr. Sarah Hallberg has some great information and videos. Dr. Eric Berg discusses it. Drs. Finney and Bolick have done a lot of research, so there's just a ton of information out there around the ketogenic diet and what it does and how it affects the body, the blood sugar, your insulin levels, and thus able to lose the weight. So I believe having again watched and followed some other people who are doing this, many who have done it for 1 to 2 to 3 years, has been what's convinced me that this is a method, a lifestyle that can not only help me lose the weight, but something I could live with and then sustain the weight loss. The going up and down, I've done that my whole life, and I really don't want to do that again. So with that said, this is the beginning of my journey. I'm very blessed that I do not have any health problems I'm dealing with right now. No high blood pressure. I've not been diagnosed pre-diabetic, nothing like that. But I do believe that with my current lifestyle, that it's just a matter of time if I don't make some changes. I also look around at, friends, family, colleagues at work, and almost everyone I see is dealing with health problems already. I've got my sister who's recently started having to take some thyroid medicine, a sister-in-law who's been on thyroid medicine and has been diagnosed with lupus. I have friends who've been diagnosed as pre-diabetic. I'm Others that I work with are dealing with cancers, particularly breast cancer. So just, all in all, I want to try to, here in the second half of my life, live it as healthy and as fit and healthy as I can. So again, this is the beginning of my journey, and I am here to share it because there still just is not a lot of information, scientific information, and results of what this looks like, particularly for, like in my case, a middle-aged woman. I said I'm 52. I am premenopausal. I've not been through that yet. And like I said, otherwise healthy. So I encourage you to follow along. I'll be posting videos and updates throughout this. This is the Sunday before Lent starts. So this is Sunday, February 26th. And I'll be officially starting the ketogenic diet on Ash Wednesday. What I'm doing between now and then is what I just call like a liquid fast, a cleanse, a detox. One of the things that I'll be doing, in addition to like no sugars, no starches, no carbs, less than 20 grams, is also no alcohol. So I know that that is a little bit controversial from what I've seen out on YouTube. Some people drink and do keto, and they do fine with that. I might be able to do fine with that also, but with Lent coming up, I really, for me, this is a time of going deeper in my spiritual walk with God, and I want to be clear-headed and sober as Lent approaches. And so I've read and found information that says it can take 2 to 3 days for alcohol to clear your body. And so I did have some wine last night and some drinks the night before, Friday night. So anyway, this 3 days for me is just like a cleansing and a detoxing in preparation for Lent and in preparation for starting the ketogenic diet. So that's where I'm at right now. That's what I'm starting with. And then I'll be posting information along the way to share my journey so you can see what this looks like and the success that I hope to have. And be able to share with family and friends, and like I said, many colleagues who also struggle with their weight and other health issues. So I welcome your comments. I'd love to know if you have had success with this. Please share that. All we can do is help encourage and motivate each other. So I thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.